Nick, 1 year, saffron butter, aged.
1 year?
You are a madman.
What do you think is gonna happen? This is pound per pound the most expensive ingredient in the world, saffron. It's known as red gold, and it has been used for over 3,000 years. And this is butter. And on today's video, I'm combining both, making saffron butter. As I'm about to ask every YouTuber I know what they think of this insane experiment. You just wait to see their reaction, because first we gotta get this going. So I first started by melting my butter down. I'm gonna be needing a generous amount. As soon as that happened, I went ahead and grabbed myself some saffron and poured that hot butter right on top. This will help the saffron release its flavor, making it super tasty. Next step was to cool down the butter, so I transferred it to a clean container and immediately threw in the saffron mix. Now you want to combine all of this together. And friends, the smell that is coming out of this thing is intoxicating in the best possible way. As you can clearly see, it is super runny and it cannot be used this way. I need it to be more spreadable. There's a quick fix though. I placed the whole thing down on a bowl, followed by some ice. This will immediately cool down the butter, making it the right consistency I needed. As now is where the fun begins. I went ahead and grabbed the best meat I had available. It's this, a picanha. This one is special. It's prime grade. It was previously aged for 21 days, and it is straight from Riverbend Ranch from Idaho. This is my favorite piece of meat in the planet, and I'm hoping that the saffron butter is going to make it even better. I need to make a complete seal with the butter. If for whatever reason I let any of the air touch the picanha, this experiment will fail. So as you can clearly see, I'm adding way more than it's actually needed. As I was doing this, I was making sure that every single edge was perfectly covered. But most importantly, I'm literally making a vacuum seal with this butter. And once I was done, I achieved just that. You can't see any of the picanha. It's completely sealed because there's only one thing to do now. And that would be to put it in my dry ager and let the whole thing sit here for an entire year. Now recently I made one of my biggest videos ever, and if you missed it, I highly recommend you checking it out. You see, I got all of the biggest food creators on the planet. We had an insane competition. First, it was a cook-off to see who cooks the best dish. Then we went straight to the racetrack. Yeah, we raced against each other to see who would be the fastest. After that, we went ahead and had the craziest food competition ever to find out who was going to become the GOAT. And at that time, I interviewed all of my friends to see what they think of this insane experiment. Nick, 1 year, saffron butter, aged. What's gonna happen?
I have absolutely no idea. Can I try it once you make it?
Yes.
Cool. No, let's do it. 1 year? It smells weird. Like you.
You are a madman. It kind of smells weird, but it's not very strong. I think it's gonna be kind of crazy.
Well, I think if you live, it's going to taste really good. Do you know if there's some kind of horrible toxin growing in here?
What's gonna happen? I don't know, but I want to try.
Wait, what? Have you ever dry aged anything for a year?
More.
More.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I think it's gonna be 50% good, 50% trash.
What do you think is gonna happen?
It's gonna taste absolutely amazing. Saffron's my favorite.
Albert, 1 year saffron butter aged steak. Here, take it. What is it going to happen?
What is going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Well, luckily, I went ahead and grabbed it back from Albert, because check it out. This is what is left after 1 year. Surprisingly, not much has changed. Even though the butter got a little bit darker, it actually preserved itself nicely. But I was wondering what was going to happen inside. And even though it was nice and solid, it could still be removed. I went ahead and grabbed my biggest knife and started cutting right in the middle. And as I did, check it out. One of my biggest dry aging experiments surprise. It looked perfect. The picanha was nicely preserved. There's just a little bit of oxidation on the edges, and the fat has completely broken down. But at the same time, I was expecting this picanha not to be even edible, as 1 year is a very long time. But the more I removed, the more surprised I got. Clearly, fat is a great way of preserving any piece of meat. The fact that it's still nicely pinked and preserved is mesmerizing to me. As I continue to remove all of the external butter, once I was done, check it out. The fat looks like it got completely disintegrated, and it's also extremely soft. But on the tip, it got me worried. As you can clearly see, it got moldy. And as I hold it on my hand, I got even worse news, as it no longer feels like meat. It's almost like Play-Doh. Extremely soft, it no longer smells like meat, and I'm not quite sure what it's gonna taste like. But nevertheless, we're gonna try it. So I went ahead and started cutting it into steaks. And in the inside, it looked even better. That gave me complete confidence to continue. So I went ahead and seasoned it with only salt and nothing else, as I'll be grilling these. However, I need a true comparison to see if this is a success or not. And here's what I came up with. I went ahead and made myself a fresh batch of saffron compound butter. Rolled it up, let it solidify in my refrigerator, and check it out. Beautiful saffron compound butter, which I'll be using it towards the end on a fresh steak to see if dry aging a picanha for a year in saffron butter is even worth it. But I didn't stop there, because I went ahead and grabbed the 1-year-old saffron butter that was removed from the experiment. I melted that down. I went ahead and grabbed myself a fresh picanha, seasoned it with salt only, took it outside, put a nice beautiful crust, and once that was done, into the 1-year-old melted down saffron butter it goes, as I'll be confying it. That is to cook it under low temperature so that it can reach 135 degrees Fahrenheit internally nice and slow. I cannot wait to see how this one is gonna taste, as just in case all of my picanhas don't turn out that good, I went ahead and prepared an awesome side dish. And if you've ever been to New York and had the halal guys, you know exactly what this is. Now, funny enough, to make it, it's not that complicated. Let me show you. First thing we need to do is to make some rice. For that, I combined some water and saffron together, mixed that up real good. Then I grabbed myself some rice, and instead of using regular water, I used saffron water. Now I'll be using my rice cooker for this. Then I went ahead and grabbed myself some chicken thighs, seasoned them with a Middle Eastern rub, and immediately started to cook them. The key here is to get a nice beautiful color, as that Middle Eastern rub gets the job done nice and quick. Now you want to go ahead and chop them up, because I'll be honest with you, the key ingredient of this is the white sauce. Now let me show you how to make it. Start with some yogurt, followed by mayo, sugar, black pepper, white vinegar, some dill, garlic powder, salt, and some lemon juice. Now whisk that up real good, and this is what makes this dish special. The white sauce from the halal guys. I'm telling you friends, this is addicting, because now all there's left to do is to put this dish together. First you got a generous amount of the saffron rice, followed by that beautiful chicken. Get yourself some veggies to be healthy, some white pita, and of course what makes this dish special, the white sauce. This is today's side dish, and I have a feeling everyone is going to love it. But remember, today's video is all about the steaks. It went through an incredible aging process, and I'm wondering if all of the work was worth it or not. And most importantly, which YouTuber got it right? Well, we're about to find out right now, because first I'll be putting a nice wonderful sear on all of them. Then I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until they reach an internal temperature of 135. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill them, so let's do it.
Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Maeve. Listen up, everybody, because this is very important, especially if you have a dog. This video is sponsored by Maeve, and I've been feeding it to my dogs for a while now. And here's the thing, you don't need a lab test to see the difference. You notice it fast. More energy, shinier coats, better digestions, and yes, smaller stools, which, let's be honest, everyone appreciates. Maeve makes real food for dogs. I'm talking human-grade ingredients you can actually recognize. Real beef, chicken, organ meats, fresh produce, and targeted supplements. Not mystery pellets, not Stop brown dust, real food. What I like is that Maeve flash freezes everything. So it keeps the nutrients and texture intact. That means easier digestions, cleaner teeth, better nutrient absorption, and no mess or complicated prep. You just scoop, serve, and your dog think it's their birthday every day. And just like with food for us, what your dog eats affects everything. Energy levels, skin and coat, weight, mobility, and overall health. Maeve is built to support all of that from the inside out. If you want to try it, check the link in the description. And I'm pinning a comment too. Go there and tell us why your dog loves Maeve and how switching to a whole food diet has worked for you. Thanks, Maeve, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast today. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh?
A lot of steaks equals happy meat.
Yeah, but it's not any steak. Can you tell which one it is?
That'd be okay.
Yes? Well, you're not even sure. It's not even, she's like, is that a picay?
It's because the fat cap looks weird. This one looks normal, this one looks normal. The other two, Guga, I think you lost your touch, man.
Come on, you have no faith, bro?
I don't know, man. It's funky looking.
That's the word today, funky. And before we move forward, I recommend you do not try this one at home.
Oh my God.
I don't recommend that, everybody. It's not something that you should try. I am definitely pushing extreme boundaries today.
I don't want my boundaries pushed extremely today, Guga. I hate when you do these disclaimers, bro.
This one needs a disclaimer, and you should not try this one at home. But I'm gonna try it anyway. You don't have to if you don't want to. You guys want it?
I want it,
man.
I like it. Enough talking. Give me your true, honest opinion. Let's go. Right here. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you your props where your props is due. And that's a really good picanha right there, man.
That's the way it should be.
Perfectly seasoned, charcoal. That fat cap is rendered to perfection. This is just delicious. I don't know how else to say it.
This is one of those pieces of meat that you don't need to do much. Put some fire and some salt on it and enjoy it the way it is. But we're going for something crazy. Let's go for the next one. I'm curious.
This one smells so weird.
Why you say weird, bro?
It smells like floral, like grass.
Like, all right, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad one, but we're about to try it right now, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Very unique, very different. Not what I'm used to with picanha, but I enjoy.
That is so delicious. I will say right off the bat, juicier. I think it's juicier. It tastes more savory, more rich, almost buttery. I can literally see some of this over here, Guga. What's interesting is that the butter has a very unique flavor to it. It has that same floral effect, but it's still savory, it's still nice, and it still makes this steak better, I think.
What's enhanced on this steak for me is that char flavor. I'm not sure if that's what you were going for, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm not too much of a fan of it, but it is a lot juicier than the first one, like Leo said. So it's better in some places and not better in others.
It's a very unique flavor, okay? It's like Middle Eastern flavor. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, it reminds me of Persian food.
Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? So absolutely delicious. That's one of the reasons why Persian food is so good, everybody, because I'm using a very specific ingredient, which is saffron.
Oh, okay. This is really good, and on picanha, it works perfectly.
I think Persian people and Brazilian people should meet up, everybody, seriously, because it's a good marriage.
This is a fusion?
It's a fusion of Persians and Brazilians, everybody. It's really, really good. I enjoyed it. Now, the other two, I went even more wild, and I want to know your true, honest opinion. But before I give you guys those two, let's try this. Shout out to Halal guys from New York City. You've been there with me.
I was there.
You've been there with me. So we've all been there. I want you to tell me if I did its justice, yeah? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's that sauce, man.
This is the sauce.
It's a sauce that brings it all together. Creamy, garlicky, very flavorful. I didn't even go for the lettuce and the tomatoes. Just that rice, chicken, and sauce alone is divine.
In the end of the day, it's all about this. You make this right, everybody, you will be happy. It is delicious. It is phenomenal.
This is not like the one in New York.
No.
It's better.
Oh, no,
It's
don't
better.
say that.
I'm so sorry. The one that you get in New York tastes like it's from a food truck. Not in a bad way, but it's not homey. This one's so much more homey. This rice feels more fresh. This chicken is seasoned a little bit differently than the one out there. I'm enjoying this one more than I am there, but that's not to knock the one over there.
Well, thank you. I feel very humbled by you saying that because I think theirs is better, but thank you. But now, can we go?
We can go.
All right, let's go. I'm excited. Talk to me about the smell.
It almost has that same floral scent of that second steak, but way more intense.
Feels like it's a bit more of like a berry smell.
Well, we're gonna give it a try right now. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's unique. I'm pleasantly surprised. Wow.
That is really good.
Don't say that because I don't want anybody to try it at home. Don't try this at home.
To be honest, I was a little worried because it does not smell like a steak, and when you take a bite, you get intense beefy flavor, fermented flavor, and also a lot of saffron.
A lot of saffron.
A lot of saffron.
Marvelous, everybody. It is incredible.
You didn't make any extra.
That is amazing, everybody. It is extremely tender. I would say slightly too tender, okay? But because of the crunchy crust that I got from the charcoal, it feels amazing, and it has that wonderful flavor of saffron.
The third one is beautiful. I think it's the best one so far. That's all I gotta say, man.
That's all you gotta say. Well, that's fair enough.
I'm impressed at how funky it feels while still having a strong beef flavor.
Yeah, it's crazy how good it is. Surprisingly delicious. Well, before I say anything else, we got one more to try. Let's go. Please dig in. Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, I can't believe it's still good, but there's a but. And before I express my but, please.
The texture is super different. The steak itself is a little bit chewier, and so is the fat. It's not like rendered and juicy and just bursts when you take a bite. You have to chew it. It's not pleasant.
I thought it was actually going to be even more tender than the previous one. No, not at all.
It's tougher than the previous one, actually.
Yeah, how is that possible? You know what I mean?
The crust itself as well. The flavor of it is still there, but that char is diminished somehow.
That last one that we tried was a little bit too overpowering and did something to the steak that it's no longer tender. This one, however, I aged it for a year in saffron butter.
That's the one that's been sitting there? You cooked it?
Yes, I finally cooked it. Remember when all the YouTubers came, I even had them actually smell it. You see, only one or two were right because this turned out amazing, everybody. And this one here, I just put compound butter on top. It's a fresh steak.
Oh.
Wow, this is like almost the exact same thing and a little bit juicier too. So if you guys don't want to wait a year, go for that.
Yeah, especially if you're not a fan of the funk. That one doesn't have too much funk.
Surprisingly enough, saffron butter is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.